Disney is known for magic, fun, entertainment, and memories, and it's done an amazing job of lasting over the decades. In today's video, I'm going to show you the billion-dollar business behind Disney's success. So let's dive into the magic of Disney. And during this video, I'm going to show you 5 magical elements that you can apply into your own business for more success. Well, how did it all begin? Walt Disney in the early 1920s started his journey to create the magical kingdom of Disney. Walt started creating cartoons and sketches around this big concept, around these Disney characters. And in 1923, Disney started by creating Alice in cartoon format. And sadly, like many entrepreneurial journeys, the first hit wasn't so successful. However, his story did not end there. He continued through the failures, and he actually filed for bankruptcy. But these failures led him to California, where a pinnacle moment happened in 1927. He created Oswald the Rabbit. His first glimpse of success. It did lead to 1928 and his biggest breakthrough ever, the Mickey Mouse franchise. That recognizable Mickey Mouse character first came to life in the release of Steamboat Willie. After that time, and about 10 years later, Disney's next success came, the full feature-length film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And Disney continued to have success. 1950, Cinderella was born. And just a few years later, they opened their first theme park, Disneyland. In general, the Walt Disney Company is built out of 4 key sections. The first is their networks, the TV shows, the streaming. Number 2, the parks, the experiences, and the merch you buy once you step foot in Magic Kingdom or a similar theme park. Number 3, studio entertainment. And number 4, something I specialize in, direct to consumer. Selling products online, merchandise, and even licensing the face of Mickey Mouse or your favorite Disney character into thousands of other products ran by other companies. So let's break down the media side of Disney's empire. It's one of the biggest parts of Disney, and it contributes around $25 billion of Disney's success. It includes all of the subsidiaries, ABC, Disney, ESPN, and between all of these subsidiaries, they make money in lots of different ways. A big one is advertising. All the ads across all those channels, they're making millions of dollars just in advertising fees. Number 2, affiliates. They have a bunch of affiliates promoting content, loading content on all of those channels and platforms. And number 3, video on demand, known as subscriptions. You know those $9 a month payments? Well, they add up to a pretty penny when you got millions of people paying it. In the marketing social media world I live in, we all say content is king.
40% of marketers say content marketing is a central part of their marketing strategy. 81% say their company views content as a business strategy.
And that's came from many successful people. Even Bill Gates, the billionaire, agrees. And Disney is a master at creating content. They've figured out the more content we create, the more money we make. It's that simple. Now get this, what Disney also does is they then license all of their content back to other channels and streaming platforms that really want Disney on there. Take Sling, for example. Sling will pay Disney just to have Disney through Sling. That will drive subscriptions in Sling, but every subscriber that comes in, Disney gets a royalty. The cool thing for Disney is now they're getting even more eyeballs where they can place ads. And just stop for a second. If you're enjoying the magical world of Disney and you want more magic inserted into your business, make sure you click the subscribe button below. Every single week, I bring these magical episodes to life, breaking down the most successful businesses, brands, entrepreneurs, celebrities, and athletes, so that you, the entrepreneur, can have more magic in your business and hopefully more money too. So click that button and let's continue. So what's next in the magical world of Disney? Well, number 2, I want to talk about physical locations, going to the theme parks, taking their children there, reliving their childhood, seeing a life-size Mickey Mouse character, or taking their daughter to see the Disney princess. In our industry, in my business, we charge up to $100,000 for experiences. You can buy a $27 course, or pay $100,000 for an experience, and people will pay it time and time and time again. Disney has figured this out. That's why they have so many options to have the Disney experience. Of course, the first thing that comes to mind is the famous theme parks, and we'll talk about that a little later on. But they also have more options to experience the magical kingdom of Disney. You can go on a Disney cruise. You can walk into a Disney store. You can go and eat in a Disney restaurant. Next, we'll dive into the studio entertainment division. It's a little smaller, with a measly $11 billion in revenue generated. However, it generates the start of the funnel, the first step many people take into the Disney magic, which is, guess what? The Disney cartoons, the Disney shows and movies. And it's that storytelling, that character, that bond as a child with your favorite Disney character that has made Disney so successful over the years. Under the umbrella of the studio entertainment division include Walt Disney Pictures, Marvel Studios, Pixar, and Lucasfilm, some of the biggest movies in the world, all under one umbrella. And the final section, direct to consumer. Something that I specialize in, where they're selling products directly to customers. This department contributes about $10 billion annually into the Disney empire. This section launched when Disney Plus came to our TVs, and now it's expanded into ESPN, Hulu, and all the other subsidiaries that Walt Disney owns. And now, because they own a full ecosystem, they own the license, and they own all the shows, they can just create endless content, which increases viewership, which increases hours consumed, and that in turn increases the amount they charge for ads. And that's your next business lesson for today. Own the ecosystem. Disney decided they didn't want their future dependent on other people. Instead of trying to get all their shows and movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime, they said, let's just own the channel. Let's own the platform. This is genius because it drives more subscriptions. You get this VIP, early access, exclusive member feel to being a Disney member. And best of all, like small businesses should be doing, they're owning the list. They own the email list. They own the data. They own the IP. So they can continually grow their ecosystem and keep on their path to world domination in the entertainment space. World domination, you say? Well, let's talk about the evil side of Disney. It's not that evil, it's actually really smart business. It's called the monopoly effect. Disney is borderline a monopoly. If you look at actually what they own half the entertainment channels. They own half of the major production companies for some of the best, highest grossing top 100 movies that we love. Disney's had a magical journey, and I hope your journey with me today has given you some valuable business lessons. Let's summarize before we wrap up. Number one, figure out how to create those unique identities, characters, products, and brands that people will love. Number two, figure out how to own the ecosystem. Disney started with cartoons and shows for children, but it didn't stop there. They've opened and penetrated many different industries, from TV, movies, theme parks, toys, entertainment, sport, the list goes on. That is the Disney ecosystem. Number three, Disney owns the space. Remember that monopoly effect that I talked about? Disney's done an amazing job of creating a monopoly in their industry and many different industries. Number four for Disney is additional revenue streams. They've done an amazing job of licensing and franchising their brand. They've also done an amazing job of creating ad revenue because of all the ad platforms and placements they now own through their content. And finally, lesson number five, one that every single entrepreneur needs to hear: create content. Content is king, as the saying goes, and Disney is one of the kings of content. Endless films, endless movies, and endless spin-off shows on the Disney streaming platforms. They know the formula. More content equals more money, and I wish you would learn the same. That's a wrap from the magical world of Disney. Until next time, keep the magic happening in your business. I'll see you soon.